Jasprit Bumrah will always be a great leader, but do you think his body will allow him to be a captain in future? Because you can't afford a captain who will obviously miss test matches because of workload, and then also because his body, might break up during a test match like we saw today.
Yeah, Kanav, I'll first address the statement that you made just moments ago that Jasprit Bumrah would always be a great leader. On what account? Was he has been the captain in any format? Nahi hai. Let's not confuse being a good player equated to being a great leader. Let's not confuse the two. Not to say that Bumrah would be a great leader or anything. No, he's your best player in the team by a long mile. Let's keep it to that. Up captaincy, he deserves it, and all of those things is fine. Let's not give that tag or a burden. Ki, yaar, he's a great leader. There is
Leader, he
nothing.
leads the bowling attack. He leads the Indian
Yeah,
bowling
he's
attack. He is a
bowling
leader.
attack lead करना और एक team को lead करना, it's two different things. So I'm saying let's not get our head ahead of ourselves and say that oh Bumrah is a great leader and because of its fitness हम उसको नहीं captaincy करा रहे हैं. That's for me that's not the right way or approach it. Secondly, does the body allow him? That has always been the case. I have always been of the opinion that bowlers को आप captain बनाते हो, that too, in the longer format test में, it is very very difficult. It is very rarely you would have somebody like a Pat Cummins who's extremely fit, can lead, always be there, and leads the attack or leads the team. बुमराह के साथ हमेशा यही रहता है, you need to workload management वहां पे आता ही है. And more so if you have a player who has history of such serious injury issues, back spasms, back stress fracture की बात हमने की है. He is what यार, I mean 2023, I mean, I go back to that very particular thing when Virat Kohli stepped down. Everybody was saying कि आपके पास कोई option नहीं है, रोहित शर्मा को बना दिया, जसप्रीत बुमराह तो थे भाई, they overlooked Jasprit Bumrah for this very reason. After 2023 में he just played one game because he sat out because of the injury. The injury concerns are there. That is the nature of the beast. Bowlers are more susceptible to injuries and all these kind of long-term injuries as compared to a batter. That is why as a batter it becomes a kind of a surety for you, stabilizes the team as well. अब यहाँ पे आपके पास ऑप्शन नहीं है. रोहित शर्मा has stepped down, जसप्रीत बुमराह को interim captain बनाया है. Going forward he could be the captain, but it would be very very difficult to look at Jasprit Bumrah as a long-term regular skipper because he won't be playing the games. It's as simple as that. Even Pat Cummins, he has announced that he won't be part of that Sri Lanka series because it's such a crucial series for them. BGT is on the line. Yet he had said that I'll step away, maybe because of personal reasons, but he still needs time to recover. Right? BGT was a 2-month long tour. Pura body is on the line, so that is why I am not always of the opinion that you bowlers should be the captains. As simple as that. Fast bowlers, I'm saying, I'm not talking about spinners, I'm just talking about the fast bowlers because the demand from a fast bowler in test cricket is much more, yeah, from a physical point of view, from a mental point of view, and you are burdening your best player in that team. And as I said, अगर लीडरशिप क्वालिटी अगर होता, यू कुड हैव स्टिल थॉट ऑफ कि नहीं ठीक है, लीडरशिप क्वालिटी एग्जूड करता है ये बंदा, हम कर सकते हैं. टू बी ऑनेस्ट, he's not been part of any captaincy talks, be it with the IPL franchise, be it with the domestic or anything. He is an outlier in terms of a bowler. Let's keep it to that only. Going ahead, टेस्ट मैच में देखो 7 महीने 8 महीने बाद ही अगला टेस्ट मैच है, दैट इज इंग्लैंड. वहां पे आप बुमराह को कैप्टन बना रहे हो, माइट एज वेल गो हेड एंड डू इट. इन माय ओपिनियन इंग्लैंड आप 5 टेस्ट मैच खेलेंगे, जसप्रीत बुमराह को कैप्टन करेंगे, देन यू हैव अ वेस्ट इंडीज एट होम एंड साउथ अफ्रीका एट होम. Might as well rest West Indies के लिए बुमराह को, because even without Bumrah India is going to scathe over West Indies. Then वहां पे आप कैप्टन किसको बनाओगे, केएल राहुल को बनाओगे या विराट कोहली को बनाओगे? Then that discussion comes around all together. So this was never the right option, to be honest. एक interim कप्तान इन सब चीजों के चक्कर में ठीक है, momentum is all fine, but as a long term these are the things that you would worry about. और पहले ही दिन में पहले ही टेस्ट मैच में आपको वो चीज दिख रही है.
So then who, if not Bumrah, then who?
You asking me this?
Yeah.
लॉन्ग टर्म कैप्टन 7 महीने बाद ये बात आपको सोचना पड़ेगा. गंभीर एंड द मैनेजर विल हैव टू सिट डाउन एंड लुक एट इन द सेंस कि भाई हम क्या कर सकते हैं. बुमराह को, एज आई सेड, इंग्लैंड में आप बुमराह को रख लो, बट what is important would be to pick the deputy, the right deputy who can come in whenever Bumrah is not there. Right now in this team, at least from a test cricket point of view, one person who can be the deputy is KL Rahul, because he at least makes it to the 11, not a Shubman Gill, nobody else. Virat Kohli would have been a better option, but then again हम विराट कोहली की तो बैटिंग पे बात करेंगे ना यार, टीम में जगह ही नहीं है तो आप कैसे आप उसको कैप्टन बना दे? लास्ट डिच ऑप्शन कुड वेरी वेल बी विराट कोहली, बट फॉर इंग्लैंड आपके पास बुमराह है. बट फॉर मी अ लॉन्ग टर्म प्रोस्पेक्ट, नॉट इवन लॉन्ग टर्म, 2 साल 3 साल के लिए, हैव राहुल एज योर डेप्यूटी टू स्टेप इन व्हेनेवर बुमराह हैज टू स्टेप अवे. उसके बाद देखा जाएगा यार. वी हैव नॉट ग्रूम्ड अ राइट कैप्टन, एंड एज ऑलवेज हैव बीन सेइंग, इंडियन टीम मैनेजमेंट के थॉट प्रोसेस में शुभमन गिल वाज देयर अनॉइटेड प्रिंस इन टर्म्स ऑफ नॉट जस्ट नंबर 4 बट कैप्टेंसी. बट इन दीस 2-3 years he has not been able to cement his position in that team itself. तो कैप्टेंसी की बात तो छोड़ ही दो अभी के लिए. फॉर नाउ इट्स इन डोल्ड्रम्स. बुमराह ही आपके पास ऑप्शन है, बट बुमराह के साथ साथ एक एबल डेप्यूटी आपको असाइन करना पड़ेगा. दैट एबल डेप्यूटी फॉर मी इज केएल राहुल.
Yeah, that is actually a very good, debate to have. Taus, your thoughts on this? Do you see Bumrah being a long-term captain, especially after what we saw today? Obviously, unfortunately, not his mistake. It's his body that often, and with fast bowlers, as Vineet said, that you are always, always second guessing because they can't play every match. Uh, do you see Bumrah being a long-term captain? If not Bumrah, who? We have youngsters. We have KL Rahul. For me, KL Rahul is as bad an idea as Rohit Sharma in Test cricket to be the leader. But as Vineet said, we don't have an option. Youngsters कोई अपनी जगह पूरी कर नहीं पा रहा है. शुभमन गिल को we were touting as the next big thing, captain and everything. उनके shots ऐसे हैं, उनका batting form ऐसा है. एशिया के बाहर runs नहीं आ रहे हैं. So your take on this entire captaincy thing?
See, I think life is so unfair. Life is so unfair. I mean, the guy right now on the screen, he's the one with his who has so much clarity about everything, whatever you talk about. I'm not defining कि यार पर्थ में टेस्ट जीत गया तो यही कैंडिडेट है, ऐसा नहीं है. द वे ही कम्स आउट, टेक आउट रोहित शर्मा, चेक केएल राहुल, चेक अदर गाइज इन द टीम. किसके पास सबसे ज्यादा क्लैरिटी रहता है, थॉट्स रहता है, कौन बंदा लीड करता है जब बॉलिंग की बात आती है, स्ट्रैटेजिकली प्लान कौन करता है. आई मीन या अग्री विद द फैक्ट कि यार ही इज जस्ट अ बॉलिंग लीडर, बट कैप्टेंसी इज डिफरेंट, राइट. बट यहाँ पर जसप्रीत बुमराह, आई वुड से he deserves to be the captain again. With what Vineet said, he deserves, but he cannot be, because I feel because of his injury factor that might affect him. But let's have an assistant. Let's have an assistant. Let's go for him. Let's prepare, groom this guy. अगला WTC साइकिल 2-2 साल का होता है. Let's go for this WTC. If he doesn't recover, it's a different top debate. But if he recovers, if he's fit, why not go ahead with him? Yeah, there have been Wasim Akram, there have been Pat Cummins. You have to see anyway. Bumrah won't be playing your every series. He won't be playing an England series. He won't be playing a Bangladesh series. He'll be there for the Champions Trophy, ICC tournaments, and Test matches. So why not have him there? Yeah, there will be breakdowns like this. What happened? There will be times when you will be missing him, but then you have to prepare a deputy again. Leadership is like about taking the lead role, taking up the challenges, taking, prioritizing your strategies, helping your youngsters, groom them, leading by example, and that is what Jasprit Bumrah comes up with. For now, I believe if he's recovered, if there is no serious threat, let's go with him for WTC. But for assistant wise, for him to have a deputy so that we have clarity overall, let's go with Rishabh Pant, because this guy will be there throughout this WTC cycle. This guy will be there throughout the WTC cycle. We know his game. The only way he knows how to play cricket. The plus point is that he's behind the wickets. He's learned from Virat Kohli. He's learned from Rohit Sharma. He's learned from Jasprit Bumrah. So also he's a pro cricketer, somebody who's been there for a long time. So the guy, I mean, KL Rahul, I would say, agar if I'm allowed to say, he doesn't own up. He doesn't own up. There are things. There have been instances where he has come out with press conference that I don't know who decided. It depends on them. I mean, अ, मेरा से नहीं था शायद. एक एक दो आईपीएल प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में हुआ, एक दो बार उसने कहा. ही डिड नॉट ओन अप. सो वी वांट प्लेयर्स हु कैन ओन अप, who can take the responsibility, who can take the charge, who can win you matches. Obviously, Jasprit Bumrah has been doing well, doing it for a long time. He's been the leader for now. I mean, how much Rohit Sharma has done? as a leader, how much Virat Kohli has done, chipped in the last whatever way he could with the bat. How much Shubman Gill has done, how much, yeah, KL Rahul, he stood up in this series, but for a while, for me right now, I mean, yeah, again, breakdown is something that I'm worried about. For now, the guy who has clarity, the guy who can lead right now, if he recovers, if there is some certainty, yeah, this guy can survive for 2 years, let's go with him. Let's not play him in each and every damn tournament like we did in Bangladesh. Unnecessary. For me, it's Bumrah for with Pant being his deputy.